This is a message to MAGA, Trump, Congress, Republicans, Democrats, and every American who still believes in truth, justice, and democracy. Our country is at a crossroads. We are watching democracy crumble before our eyes, watching a nation built on freedom and truth descend into an authoritarian nightmare where lies are law, corruption is currency, and power is held hostage by billionaires and political criminals. If we do not act now, America will spiral into an era where the ultra-wealthy dictate reality, where voices of dissent are silenced, and where elections become nothing more than a ceremonial farce. Let's talk about what Trump has done to the White House, the very heart of American democracy. He has turned it into a cheap dystopian car dealership, hawking Teslas on the South Lawn like some greasy used car salesman trying to offload lemons. This is the people's house, not a corporate showroom for failing billionaires. But that's exactly what it's become, a grotesque spectacle of corruption and self-interest. Trump stood there, not as a leader, but as a walking infomercial, live streaming a commercial for Elon Musk's dying company on Musk's own failing social media platform. It was a carnival of self-interest, a disgusting display of capitalism at its worst. Not an economic boost for America, not a vision for the future, just a pathetic attempt to rescue a billionaire who has fallen from grace. This is not a government. This is a circus. This is a grift. And we are done watching. To MAGA. Your movement has become a cesspool of extremism, white nationalism, and blind devotion to a con man. You have abandoned truth for propaganda, morality for power, and justice for a dictator's whims. If you had an ounce of real patriotism, you'd see that Trump is not fighting for you. He is using you. To Republicans in Congress, your silence is complicity. You have abandoned conservative principles in favor of authoritarian rule. You refuse to hold Trump accountable. You refuse to stand up for democracy, and you refuse to protect the very Constitution you swore an oath to defend. You are no longer a governing body. You are a cult of personality bowing to a failed businessman and wannabe tyrant. To Democrats, your weakness is emboldening fascism. You say the right things, but where is the action? Where is the urgency? Where is the fight? Words will not save democracy. Only action will. Trump and his MAGA cronies do not respect diplomacy. They respect power, and you continue to hand it to them, to the media. Stop giving Trump free airtime. Stop airing his lies unchallenged. Stop treating this like politics as usual. Every time he is allowed to speak without real-time fact-checking, you help spread his disinformation. You are complicit in the erosion of truth. Journalism is supposed to hold power accountable. So do your damn jobs. To the American people, enough is enough. If our government refuses to stop this madness, then we, the people, must take action. We are calling for a nationwide economic walkout to send a clear message. We will not fund a corrupt system that refuses to work for us. The plan. On Memorial Day weekend, we stop spending. No shopping, no travel, no gas purchases, no entertainment spending. No participation in an economy that refuses to listen to us. For one day, we remind them who really runs this country. If they refuse to listen to our voices, we will make them feel it in their wallets. If they refuse to hear our demands, we will make them see the empty streets, the silent registers, and the undeniable truth that we have power. What we are demanding: end Trump's corruption, stop turning the White House into a billionaire playground, protect democracy, end the attacks on voting rights and election integrity, stop the lies, implement real-time fact-checking on major networks when politicians lie, hold Trump and his allies accountable, investigate, prosecute, and convict those who have committed crimes against democracy. We refuse to let this country slide into authoritarianism. We refuse to let a con man and his billionaire puppet masters dictate our future. We refuse to let the White House, the people's house, become a stage for corruption, grift, and fascist spectacle. Spread this message. Share it. Repost it. Duet it. If we do nothing, history will judge us as the generation that let democracy die. If we act, history will remember us as the generation that saved it. The time for silence is over. The time for action is now. Enough is enough.